What is going on, fellas? And welcome back to the Director of Football Journeyman with me, FoggyPlays, on FM21. Today, we're taking on Barcelona and Cologne. Leave a like, subscribe. We're not going to mess around today. Straight into it. Right, fellas, so I'm starting on the league table because I don't want to ruin the surprise of what the score was in the Champions League. But as you can see, we're equal on points with Bayern Munich. So that can only mean one thing. We lost to Bayern Munich. Yeah. So we beat Carluche 3-1. We then went and lost to a Bayern Munich side who were much, much more lethal than we were. We somehow beat Barcelona. They absolutely dominated the game. But we came through and scored in the 92nd and 95th minute. So that was pretty happy. We were pretty happy with that. We were 2-1 up at half time. Again, not sure how we played. We weren't great. Barcelona were a lot better than we were. But we still won. 5 away goals. If we don't go through, what's going on with the world? It'll be horrendous. And then we went and beat Hanover 10-0. I don't know. I don't know. Told the lads to get revenge for what happened last time we played Hanover, which was a 1-0 defeat. They really wanted revenge. Really, really wanted some revenge. Lehmann came off the bench for Regalio, who was having a bit of an issue in front of goal, shall we say. Lehmann came on and scored 3 minutes after he jumped onto the pitch. It was like 7-0 at halftime. Was it 7? Yeah, 7-0 at halftime. We were lethal in front of goal. But we're going into this game at home in good form. So here's hoping. We're going to start with Sainz in goal. Bengo, Texa, and Delhay as our wingbacks, Volkert and Van den Berg as our central defence, Ferreira and Kranz as our central midfield, Gaderick, Garcia, and Thomas as our wide men, with Regalio starting up front. Jude Bellingham still injured, Salim still injured, Chukwueze picked up an injury just before the Bayern game. I think it was around the Bayern game anyway. He's been fit to play for the last couple of games. He's not really, so we're not going to risk him. But yeah, not having Jude Bellingham has been difficult. But we did make a boo-boo before the Bayern game. I forgot to take or put Volkart back into the team. So Kellez started. He did not have a great time. He was at fault for, I think, 2 of the goals. So that was less than ideal. Ben Gotexa is happy to be back into the first team. He did miss the last game with suspension. So I think he picked up an injury as well at some point recently. So he's been in and out of the team a significant amount. But we're just going to pick up where we left off last time. Go in there and make a difference, my friends. We have been in... This is the most inconsistent form we have at any time, really. Vincent van der Berg has been playing quite well, hence why he is starting today, ahead of Eric Garcia, who would normally be one of our starting centre-backs. I encourage the lads, I forgot that we're 5-2 up from the first leg. We do just want to press a couple of these players. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to get Volkart. This is what I changed in the first leg to quite convincingly win the game. I'm going to have Volkart, man-mark Mason Greenwood. That completely nullified Mason in the first leg. And running down Onana and the 2 centre-backs, or pressing them, definitely helps. And Volkart, how is he offside? Onana is 34 years old, and I think Barcelona paid 30-something million for him, which is a lot of money for a goalkeeper of his age, shall we say. Can we click on him without breaking the game? We can. He's 35 and they paid 37.5 million. Like, that is insane money for a player who's past his best, maybe. We will try and get the ball into the box. Pedri, who was very, very influential in the first leg, getting on the end of there. I think he's slightly annoyed because I did drop him in the Spain side. Gaderick hits the post. Oh. But yeah, Pedri was one of those players that didn't get, I suppose, a fair go. Regelio's after hitting the crossbar. Regelio hit the crossbar. We should, in theory, be 3 up already. But we're caught up on half time. I've already told you to work the ball into the box. Thomas doesn't win the header. But Eric Amat can play anywhere. It's super convenient, but he's very, very good at playing in any singular position that your heart desires, or a position you could even think of. And the only one he struggles with is goalkeeper. I'm going to point my finger and say we've done well. We're still leading on aggregate. Make sure that it's still the case come full time. Perfect. We've motivated everybody. Thomas is struggling out on the left. And he takes a wayward shot. Still, I think he's still our top goal scorer. So I'm not overly worried. I'm going to praise the lads because we are doing. Oh, Nicolas Garcia is overconfident. Fabian Geiger has rocketed in his ability of late. It is fantastic to see. But he's probably going to come on in this game. We're going to bring him on instead of Garcia, just because Garcia has been a little poor today. We're going to bring Carlos Barros to play on the left. And I think it'll either be Gaderick or Regelio coming off in the next 10 minutes. We'll have to wait and see what happens, because potentially an injury, and we've had so many injuries so far this year. Cabrera is put it into the back of the net, and it is 5-4 on aggregate. I'm going to demand more from the lads because we are slipping just ever so slightly. Valcard looks like he's given everything. Yeah, but Valcard is not coming off. We're going to take off Regelio, bring on Lemon, but swap Gaderick to be the striker, and let's see what he can do. Why did I say striker so weird? Striker! For some reason, they've gone to a defensive midfielder when they need 2 goals. They're going more attacking, though. Interesting. Alright, so we've lost to Barcelona. We were quite poor at home, of all places. Yeah, I'm happy we won. Not happy with your performance. Signs played tremendously badly. Just try and put a nice spin on it, but we've come away with the aggregate win regardless. There is more games to be played, so I don't know who we're going to be playing just yet. I think was it Atletico Liverpool were the team we were going to be playing against in the next round. Don't actually know which one of those were ahead in their game. We'll have a quick look before we jump into the Cologne game. Hopefully the game speeds up. Okay, it has. Fantastic. The result was Atletico Madrid have knocked out Liverpool. So it's us against Atletico in the next round of the Champions League. We're taking on Cologne in this part of the episode. Bayern Munich also play against a struggling Leipzig, who are having a terrible time this year. It's not been great for them. And Hertha play Carluche. Interestingly, the top of the table league winner thing you get only has us and Bayern on it, but Hertha are still within a chance. If we lose to Cologne and Leipzig beat Bayern and Hertha win, they could still win the league. I don't think they're going to, but there's always a chance. So for this game, we are changing very little, I want to say. Jurek is coming in. Is that the only change? Lemon starting on the right. Maybe. Any injuries to... Nope, nothing has happened since you were here last, injury-wise. But this is the team. Yeah, so Jurek and Lemon are coming in for Ferreira and Regelio. I had a word with the two strikers, Lemon and Regelio, telling them they needed to play better. And we'll have to see how they get on today. Cologne are going to be playing a Lelujo special, by the looks of it, with a 4-3-1-2. Is that the way they're lining up? They are. So that's going to be interesting. Ex-Borussia Dortmund striker up front for them. I think his name's Andre John? Something John anyway. I know it's... Okay, they swapped him instantly. Andrew John. He was in the B team, if I remember correctly. And he got sold just before I arrived. And he's had a relatively decent season with Cologne by the looks of it. That being said, Cologne have had a less than ideal start to the season. And we've instantly, well, not instantly, 12 minutes in, we've won a penalty. Can we score? Okay, yeah, so we have a penalty. Kranz is taking it. Didn't get a chance to change that. I don't know who I'd want to change it to anyway. But he has just snuck that past the keeper. His 4th of the season. I think it's his 3rd penalty, maybe. He is basically just when he's on the pitch, he takes penalties. We have had a couple of players this year miss penalties, which is obviously, less than ideal. Looked like Nicolas Garcia ran that out of play, but we lost the ball anyway, so I don't think it makes that much of a difference. Del Hay picks it up. Del Hay is our 2nd best left winger. But Kranz absolute rifles it from a sizable distance out. He's playing as the Mazzella today, whereas normally he would be our playmaker. I've decided to try him in the Mazzella role for a little bit. I don't know if there's not much of a difference between Jurek and Kranz as the Mazzella, and Gaderick somehow has scored that. There was quite a mix-up by the looks of it in the Cologne defence. I don't know how they've managed. Lemon and Burnt both went for that. Is that the Burnt that used to play for us? Yep, this guy left us in January from our B team, so he didn't come up in our players leaving in January, but he did leave for Cologne, and as you can see, not having a great start or not having a great first game against his old team today, having given away a penalty. But we've kept a hold of the ball again. Del Hay whips it across. Kranz doesn't get there. That's hardly Gedson Fernandez, is it? Or Gedson. He was left to run quite a long way. Yeah, that is Gedson Fernandez. They're playing with a Carolero. Really? A Carolero? Could you not play like a real midfielder? I don't like Caroleros. I don't think I've used one for very long. I might have used one in like 2 games. Ever. It's just Carolero's not my thing. I prefer more aggressive players, which I suppose makes sense because we play aggressive football. Corner comes in. It's not a great one. Salvador Thomas doesn't quite get there ahead of John. And now Cologne look like they're on the break. Burnt loses the ball to Lemon. Gets it forward to Gaderick. Oh, what a first time shot! Gaderick. That's what we're going to call him. Gaderick. I haven't quite decided how I'm saying it yet, but Lemon steals the ball away from Burnt, runs down the wing, whips in across, and he just side foots it into the back of the net from outside the box. That was beautiful. If only he'd taken the penalty. So I'm just going to say I'm happy. There's no reason to be complaining. Did they say they were playing a Mazzella in the middle? How have they managed to do that? Lemon, down the wing. Lemon. That was a lemon of a shot. A long throw. Ibrahim has a comfortable time grabbing that one out of the air. I did also make a mistake in the first part of this episode. I did say that we were playing against Atletico Madrid in the next round. We're actually playing Porto. So they beat Hertha, and Valencia got knocked out by Juventus. So it's us against Porto and Atletico Madrid against Juve in the next round of the Champions League. So I would say Porto should be a comfortable game. I'm not so sure. They did beat Hertha, comfortably beat Hertha. Lemon puts it through for Gaderick. He's got his hat-trick. I'm going to do a change. I'm going to move Lemon up front. Gaderick is going to move onto the right. He's got his hat-trick. He doesn't need to do any more. Pop him over onto the wing. Leave him run around for a little bit. Stretch his legs out. Give that a bit of praise. Well done. Just shy of an hour in. And we're cruising. Looks like Bayern. Oh, Bayern haven't kicked off yet. I was like, Bayern are losing. Garcia scored from the corner. I have not seen that in FM. Potentially ever. Looked like the defender just missed the header. And we've added a fifth. So that's pretty good. Just a little bit good. We're going to move Lemon over onto the left wing, but have him as an inside forward. Thomas is going to come off for Regelio. Jurek is having a poor-ish game, so I'm going to pop him off. Move Kranz back over to the advanced playmaker. Ferreira is going to be the Mazzella. And we're going to leave it at that for now, because I am always weary of injuries. Their right back is having a terrible game, which is surprising. Delay is definitely offside. Yep. I'm surprised their right back is having such a poor game, seeing as how Thomas was having such a poor game as well. Wasn't as poor as their right back, but still. Salvador Thomas is our top goal scorer, and he just seems to have fallen out of form recently, for scoring anyway. But he's been still quite good at just kind of getting involved everywhere else. We're going to bring on Shu to play as our right back. Just rest Bingo for a little bit. Since he's arrived, he's played a lot of games when he's not been injured or suspended, which actually is fairly often. Regelio's put Gaderick through. Goes all the way back to Shu. And Gaderick gets his shot blocked. Geiger counter, kicks it away. Ferreira picks it back up. Gaderick, Kranz, Shu, gets across it, and Lemon scores off the left wing. Maybe that's where Lemon needs to be played, out in the left. But then Thomas and Barros are just too good on the left wing. Like, if Salvador Thomas had kept his goal scoring form from the start of the season, there would have been no reason for another left winger to play, barring suspension or injuries. And he's been, like, touch wood, injury free for the most part. We've not had a huge I've only really not played him when I felt like we just wanted to rest him. But we've sauntered to a 6-0 win in this game. We have been scoring lots of goals in the league. There's a huge divide, really, to be fair, between like the top three and everyone else. It's comfortable, shall we say. I think I'm pretty sure Augsburg just got relegated. But yeah, 3-0. Or B team or after winning 3-0. Volman's picked up an injury, it's fine. 6 of the best. Kati Gadoric, 20-year-old Bosnian wonder kid goal scoring sensation. We're just going to find out how the Bayern Munich game has ended, and then we'll jump forward to probably both legs against Porto. Makes sense. The Bayern game hasn't kicked off yet. It's kicking off in half an hour. Okay, we're just going to find out in the next episode how that does, because we could be here for days otherwise. So we're going to take on Porto, both legs, in the next episode. Hopefully, be comfortable. We win it at a canter. Home leg first, away leg in the second part of the episode. Should be fun. And I would imagine the league is going to go down to the final day of the season anyway. So have to wait and see how that goes. So if you have enjoyed this episode, do make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share with all your friends. And I will see you in the next one.